Hello everyone, this is Blue Hunter Fan Racing, and this is the INORL UPS Truck Series. Today we are at the Nashville Super Speedway for the Quicker State 300, and starting on the pole for the third straight race is Curtis Rundas. I don't know what that team's been doing, but obviously that team is perfect when it comes to qualifying. Third straight pole for Curtis Rundas. On his outside we have Brian James. Row number 2, we have Jimmy Michaels and Drew Austin. Second place at Texas. Row number 3, Henry Sanford and Noah Hart. Row 4, Richard Johnson, who I failed to mention, at Texas. And Sean Angel. Both those drivers made their debut at Texas. And then right at the top 10, we have Charles Sanford and Austin Ogo. Last week's winner, Samuel Ogo, way in the back starting in 41st, so Samuel Ogo really has a lot of work to do. And the engines are fired. Alright, everyone got going. They're a bit out of line. They need to get back in their rows before the race starts. There we go, the pace truck's in. Curtis Rundas, points leader, third straight pole. He is really looking good to be a title contender right out the bat. But anyway, we are green. We're rocking in Nashville. Rundas leads this one into turn 1, but here comes Jimmy Michaels making it free wide for the lead. Rundas gets a run in the middle, but Michaels is starting to pull him in. Still side by side, hanging the 3 and 4. Here comes Henry Sanford making it free wide. Drew Austin stuck in the middle. And it looks like Jimmy Michaels will take the lead, and he will lead the first lap. This is my first Inter 2003 race using this track, so it's gonna be pretty interesting to see. And look at that, Richard Johnson. He's coming up the inside line. And he's going for the lead. Well-known driver in the Inter 2003 community, making only a second start in the truck series. Here he goes, underneath Jimmy Michaels. Richard Johnson takes the lead. And the 84 truck is actually going to lead a lap. This 84 truck has been noted for its struggles, especially last season with Bo Peterson. And Richard's now starting to pull away. He's really pulling away. He is pulling a huge gap. How about Richard Johnson? And he has set the fastest lap of the race by, wow. He just easily set the fastest lap. 2 full tenths. 2 tenths. He set the fastest lap of the race. He's the only driver to break into the 29-second bracket. This is the kind of driving that's earned Richard Johnson 40 wins. This is the kind of driving that's earned Richard Johnson 14 wins in the MFNSRI, in series like the MFNSRI Sony Cup Series. So, yeah, I saw the yellow lights on. We've got a caution, and that's Joshua Michaels involved, along with Henry Nova. And now, in Richard Johnson's lead, not so big anymore. And look at this, Mason Williams and Skylar Johnson just broke the 29-second mark. So, pretty exciting start to this one. Let's take a look at what happens and bring out our first caution of the night as Jimmy Michaels is staying out along with Luke Walker. Free wide can work at Nashville, but it can get a little sketchy. You gotta be careful, and this one didn't work out. Brendanson gets into Henry Nova, who's going to get into Hayden Klein, and sweeps across Klein's front bumper, and Joshua Michaels nowhere to go. Big front end damage on the 7. Everyone else manages to miss him, but big damage on the Zaxby's Toyota Tundra of Joshua Michaels. That is going to affect him for the rest of the race. No doubt about that. Let's get back to the green. Well, actually, there's another wreck here involving Kyle Stanoski. Charles Sanford and William Duncan get together, and Curtis Runda, the points leader, is going to go down, and he's going to clip Stanoski, who's going to spin up into the wall. That's a tough break for him. He's really had some bad luck recently, but that damage is not terrible. The damage is not terribly bad, but it may affect him. Let's get back to the green. We're going back to the green flag, lap number 9 of 57. Joshua Michaels, only driver out of the race with go at last incident. Charles Sanford is a lap down. He's having mechanical issues. There he goes, he's coming off the pit lane now, but he just did go a lap down for mechanical problems. Anyway, Jimmy Michaels is the leader. Luke Walker is second. Those two stayed out. Third is William Duncan. Fourth, Noah Hart. Fifth, Dylan Young. Sixth, James Silverfox. Seventh, Tyler Mayles. 8th, Mason Williams. 9th, Skylar Johnson. And 10th is Justin Mayles. 11th, James Brendanson. 12th, Richard Johnson. 13th, Curtis Rundez. 14th, Colin Bartel. 15th, Chris Rickenbaugh. Then it is Henry Sanford, Hayden Klein, Derek Williams, Austin Ogo, and Peachy London round at the top 20. And there's Charles Sanford coming up that inside line. He's, as mentioned before, he's a lap down. Sorry about that. And look at, wow, that's interesting. Well, we're going back to green, and well, at least we don't have to worry about him unless he's really slow. Oh, he is slower. Oh yeah, he definitely is slow. So there definitely is some mechanical gremlin plaguing that 24. Jimmy Michaels and Luke Walker now actually pulling away. That's right, because they're single file, and while everyone else is fighting for position behind them, it's noted that you lose a lot of speed when you try to pass somebody. Jimmy Michaels trying to find a way past the lap car. But Charles Sanford really is putting up a fight. He does not want to go a lap down. He wants to stay on the lead lap, but here comes Jimmy Michaels. Austin Ogo now has the fastest lap, and now John Cianino has the fastest lap. Cianino needs to make up ground the points, but he is way behind in 37th. Now 36th, I believe. He is way behind. John Angel's also back here. Jim Sanford's in the back again, along with Emilio Navarrete. And I hadn't even noted how bad of a start Darren Gale has had to his season. Darren Gale has had a horrible start to the season, and I haven't even noted it yet. I looked, and he is way down on the points charts. And this is not what he needed. Once again, running poorly, trying to take 31st away from Nick Nealman. And Derek Williams, Phoenix winner, still not having the greatest run. There's the outside pole sitter Brian James. He's been set back a little ways. There's last week's winner Samuel Logo up to 23rd. Keep in mind he started all the way back at 41st. And there's the points leader Curtis Runda, now down to 21st and still dropping. He just got passed by Jake Williams, and he's now down to 22nd. And looks like he's going to drop to 23rd here. Comes Samuel Logo. So Curtis Runda's dropping like a rock for the field. And there's Brian James, the outside pole sitter. I know he's going to want a piece of him. Oh boy, they almost went 4 wide there for a moment. There's Chris Rickenbaugh. Oh, getting a little close there. No contact. No wrecking. Fastest car is now Dylan Young, and he is in the 3rd position. Dylan Young does have a truck win. He won at Talladega last season. And now he's trying to get past Luke Walker for 2nd. That lap car of Charles Sanford still being an issue. As Jimmy Michaels is pulling away. Stella Johnson catching up. She wants her 2nd win. And James Silverfox, he did really badly at Texas, so I bet he's going to make up for it. And he's having a good start to this race. But he's running in 5th right now, and Noah Hart in 6th. He was in the top, finished in the top 15 last race in Texas. And Richard Johnson and Pichu London fighting from down near the bottom of the top 10. Here comes Chris Rickenbaugh. Rickenbaugh's showing a lot more speed this season than he did last season, so I'll expect some stuff out of Chris Rickenbaugh later this season. He is having a good run right now, passing Pichu London for 9th. And there's Kevin White, who just moved into 10th. Kevin White started dead last in the 98 Carolina Nut Tundra, but here he is, and his teammate Justin Mayles is right behind him in 11th. James Silverfox trying to pass Skylar Johnson for the 3rd position. Dylan Young's now up to 2nd, and he's trying to catch Jimmy Michaels. Here comes Dylan Young. The South Point Casino Silverado trying to pass Charles Sanford. Kind of struggling to pass him though. Trying to find a way. James Silverfox up to 3rd. Wow, Charles Sanford really being an annoying back marker right now. Oh, the caution's back out. Justin Mayles! He was in 11th! He just went around. It looks like it was a single car spin for Justin Mayles. That's a tough break for him. He was running in the 11th position. And this is good for Dylan Young. He's gonna be right up behind at 07 for the restart. Of course, they made. I think they're gonna take pit stops actually. There's Charles Sanford. He's a lap down, so we're gonna see if anyone's gonna stay out. Oh wait, Darren Gale's got damage. His terrible season continues. And no, nobody is staying out, so let's go and take a look at what happened here to Justin Mayles and Darren Gale. 2nd caution of the night. We're going free wide here, and we're going to watch closely here. Pichu London slides with an Austin Ogo, and Justin Mayles gets caught. And there you go. Ogo bounces between the two, and Mayles ends up going around while London saves it. And yes, it's a single car spin. Wow, Emilio Navarre just barely missed. What a veteran move by Emilio Navarre. He hasn't had the greatest start to this season, but I think that shows just why he's such a veteran. That was a great move. And there you see Darren Gale going around. We're gonna see here. And he slides up into Derek Williams, the Phoenix winner, and goes around. That's going to do some damage to his car, but before we go back to green, I gotta go on board with Emilio Navarre. What a miss. Just barely missing the 13. That could have been the end of his day right there. But no, he missed it. Wow, what a miss. Emil Navarre shows just why he is a veteran in this series. Let's go back to the green. We're going back to the green flag on lap number 24.57. No drivers are out of race, result at last caution. After pit stops, Henry Sanford is the leader. Dylan Young is still in second. Third is Chris Rickenbaugh, a great stop for him. Fourth is Colin Bartel. Fifth is Austin Ogo. Sixth, Samuel Ogo. 7th, Skylar Johnson. 8th, Peachy London. 9th, James Silverfox. And 10th is Tyler Males. That may be some damage on the 60. 11th, Jimmy Michaels. 12th, Hayden Klein. 13th, Richard Johnson. 14th, Mason Wood. 15th, Luke Walker. Then is Jake Williams, Noah Hart, Daniel Smith, Jeffrey Finguy, and James Brendanson round out the top 20. Jimmy Michaels had a real bad pit stop. Everyone did come in, so he just had a bad pit stop. Meanwhile, Henry Sanford had a great stop. Green flag to back out for Henry Sanford. Sanford didn't even race in the last week in the Retro Series. ET and Q the Bristol races. There's only 41 cars that could fit there. And look at that, Chris Rickenbaugh. I think he's trying to use the 24 as a pick. He's pushing the 24. Yeah, Chris Rickenbaugh is using the 24 as a pick to try and get around Henry Sanford. They better be careful. And they are side by side now. Sanford's getting a run. There goes Charles Sanford. We now have a side-by-side battle for the lead, and here comes Austin Ogo. Look at almost hits the 24. And we got huge sets of 3 wide battles. Charles Sanford now goes up and holds up his brother, and Chris Rickenbaugh will take the lead, and he'll lead that lap. But here comes Austin Ogo. They almost wrecked, they almost touched right there, and Ogo takes the lead. Man, great stuff here. Great stuff out here at Nashville. Kevin White. Oh, Kevin White. Kevin White's got a problem in a 98. He was having a great run. He started dead last, worked his way up to the top 10, and now he's having a big problem here. I also want to say he's out. He can't be out of fuel because everyone just pitted, so engine problems on the 98 Carolina Nut Tundra. A tough break for Kevin White. And Curtis Runda, the points leader, has really dropped. Kevin, what are you doing? Kevin White's going straight back up into the racetrack. That's gonna bring out if he doesn't get off, we're gonna have a caution here. Dude, get back on the apron. Oh, I think we're gonna have a caution here. Oh man, this is stupid. Come on, pull to the grass. Pull to the grass, Kevin. Oh, he's pulling back up onto the track. And that's going to bring out a caution. Kevin White, what are you doing? He just... Wow. Really idiotic move by Kevin White. Tyler Males has taken the lead, and he'll lead us back to the caution. I don't think we need to see a replay of that. So we're just going to see if they're going to take pit stops. And then we'll get back to the green here. James Silverfox and Richard Johnson looking real good right now. And the defending champ Mason Wood up to 10th. So far, he's had a terrible season. And yes, they're going to take pit stops, but Dylan Young stays out. Along with Noah Hart, and who is that? That's Sean Angel. And there's Kevin White. Kevin White's in the way. Dude, get that guy off the racetrack. Somebody just... Wow. This is really stupid. Kevin White making an idiot out of himself here at Nashville. Now he's holding up everybody, and this is going to really hurt these guys who's back here. Looks like it was a bunch of fuel-only pit stops. Dylan Young is going to be the leader since he's staying out. And Noah Hart and Sean Angel also stayed out. Sean Angel had a great debut last week at Texas. Noah Hart did pretty well too, finishing inside the top 15. That 08 truck has won 2 races, I believe. I believe Peter Saviano drove that truck to victory lane 2 times last season. So that truck's won before. And, well, there you go. Kevin White probably finally off the track. Yeah, Kevin White finally out of everyone's way. Wait, where is he? Oh, so I think he may have made it down the pit lane. I think he made it into his pit stall because he started last, and he's gotten going again. They fixed the problem. Although Kevin White is now 4 laps down. So, without further ado, let's get back to the restart. We're going back to the green on lap number 33 of 57. Nobody's out of the race. Albeit Kevin White's now 4 laps down. Dylan Young, Noah Hart, and Sean Angel all stayed out, so they're 1, 2, 3. 4th is Tyler Mayles. 5th is Jimmy Michaels. 6th, James Silverfox. 7th, Luke Walker. 8th, Jeffrey Finguy. 9th, Austin Ogo. And 10th is Richard Johnson. 11th, Chris Rickenbach. 12th, PJ London. 13th, Mason Wood. 14th, Paul Martell. 15th, Skylar Johnson. And then it is Jake Flicker, Daniel Smith, Hayden Klein, Mason Williams, and Tyler Young, Daytona winner, rounding out the top 20. Dylan Young's really had a strong truck today. It's going to be interesting to see if he can take home his 2nd career win in the Truck Series. Hasn't done too well in the Indy cars. I believe he may have actually won the Retro Series race at Bristol. I don't really remember who won that race though. Green flag is back out. Dylan Young leading the field. And Kevin White is not going to be a problem for him. He's just going to be able to pull away. And he is one of the fastest cars on the track. Correction, the fastest. He's almost got his fastest lap is almost a full 10th quicker than the 2nd quickest lap, which has been set by the 42 of Skylar Johnson, who is running around the top 15, top 20 area. And Jeffrey Finguy, man. Jeffrey Finguy's had a really struggling career in the Truck Series, but Finguy having a great run so far. Really great to see if he can hold on and get a great finish. James Silverfox appears to have some damage, but it's not affecting him. He's also having a great run today. Running in the 4th spot. He's looking really good. And Tyler Mayles, he hasn't had a very good season so far, but that truck's really got a good reputation. That truck has gone to victory lane some 3-4 times. Last season with Wilmer Jones. And there's Sean Angel. The rookie sensation Sean Angel really turning it up. He's just done awesome. He finished 2nd in the IndyCar race at Brands Hatch. And he was top 10 in a truck race in Texas. And I'm pretty sure he did well in the IndyCar race. And he was top 20 in this week's IndyCar race. Caution's back out. Okay then. And Sean Angel's running 2nd again here. Dylan Young's not going to be able to pull out to a lead. So we're going to see here at Hayden Klein. And James Brendanson is involved in an incident. And there's the outside pole sitter, Brian James. There we go. We got to take another break from the action. Let's go and see what happened. Well, there's a look. Hayden Klein was running in the top 15, so it's a tough break for him. But James Brendanson, involved in another incident, slides up into Mason Williams, and it's going to clip Hayden Klein. He goes around, but Brendanson gets karma, but Brendanson gets a peek, but Karma finally rears its ugly head, and James Brendanson gets a piece, goes down the track, way down the track, tries to come up, and he's going to come up in front of the field. Brian James, outside pole sitter, nowhere to go. Really heartbreaking for him. He was looking really good today. Got qualified on the outside pole, but he dropped quickly. wasn't very fast, and now he's got some pretty bad damage. Tough break for Brian James. Let's go back to racing. We're going back to green flag racing on lap number 41 of 57. Nobody's out of the race. Enter pit stop. Chris Rickenbaugh is the leader. Second is Mason Wood. Third is Austin Ogo. Fourth, Colin Bartel. Fifth, Jeffrey Finguy. Sixth, Dylan Young. Seventh, Peachy London. Eighth, Sean Angel. Ninth, Tyler Males. And 10th is Jake Williams. 11th, James Silverfox. 12th, Samuel Ogo. 13th, Richard Johnson. 14th, Derek Williams. 15th, Skylar Johnson. And then it is Jimmy Michaels, Leah Walker, Noah Hart, Dean Sanford, and Jake Blicker rounding out the top 20. Dylan Young got set back a little ways. Chris Rickenbaugh still looking for that first INORL victory. He raced in all 3 series last season, and he didn't do well in any of them. Lots of bad luck in all 3 series. He's infamous. He's really infamous for his bad luck in these INORL series. But he's been looking rather good this season, speed-wise, but he's still been getting involved in lots of incidents, not of his own doing, but he's looking pretty good right now, leading the race, and he is pulling away with the help of the lap cars. And Jeffrey Finguy is having a truly awesome day so far. Really just been miserable his whole career, but wow, look at that. Dylan Young moved him up, and Dylan Young is now going to take second away. But Finguy isn't done. Here he comes, trying to take the spot away from Dylan Young and moving to second, but Dylan gets a big run up high, and Dylan Young is in second. He's got the fastest car out there, so I would watch. Number 1 in speed chart, so I would watch out. But he's got to work his way past 2 lap cars to catch up to Chris Rickenbaugh. Kyle Stanoski doesn't have a front end now. Big damage on the truck. And there's the points leader, Curtis Run does. He's really dropped like a rock ever since he got the pole. And he is way behind. He is in 32nd. Not a good points day for him. Where's John Citadino? Oh, Citadino's in the top 20. Really bad points day right now for Curtis Rundas. Oh boy. Mason Wood got into Sean Angel. They almost wrecked, but they did not. Mason Wood, Season 1 champion, was very dominant. He actually locked up the cup, locked up the championship before the season finale. So, we know he's good, but he just hasn't had the luck this season. He's got the speed, but he doesn't have the luck. But today, he is having a great run. This is exactly what our defending champion Mason Wood needed. And last week's winner, Samuel Logo, is now up to 4th after starting 41st. Samuel Logo may be a title contender because he is showing so much speed, and that truck, that's a good truck too. And it has a history of winning before. Garrett Norton drove this truck to victory lane twice, I believe, last season. And Samuel Logo's already gotten this truck a win in Season 2. And Dylan Young's found his way past the lap cars, and Jeffrey Finguy has done so as well. And Dylan is closing in. And Jeffrey Finguy is in as well, along with Samuel Logo. Jake Williams still trying to pass the lap car of Kevin White, 4 laps down. And look at it, he's already caught up to Rickenbaugh. Fastest car of the day. A very fast driver. Dylan Young, no trouble getting past Rickenbaugh. Dylan Young to the point. And there's Jeffrey Finguy. He's trying to take second. He's one of the surprise packages of the day so far. Could he actually take home his first INORL victory? Finguy moves into second. Rickenbaugh's trying to hold on to third, but that's not going to work. Here comes Samuel Logo. We got less than 10 laps to go now. Eight laps to go now. Dylan Young starting to pull away. But does Jeffrey Finguy have anything for him? Or we want to get a caution? Curtis Runda is the point leader, really starting to make some headway. But so is John Cedeno, who's moving into the top 10. Mason Wood up to 6th. Finguy, he's closing in on Dylan Young. I don't think they're going to get any lap traffic. Seven laps, 6.5. We're going to have 6 to go with the stripe. And the caution's out! The caution's come out! Who is that? That's Mason Williams, he was in 14th! Dylan Young may have just won this race, but I don't know. We're going to take a look at what happened, and then we're going to see if we can get this race back under green. Dylan Young may have won this race. Well, it seems like coming off of turn 2 is the real trouble spot here at Nashville. And Mason Williams is about to find that out. Tyler Young gets into him, and Williams is going to slide up into Sean Angel. Angel hits the wall. Williams goes around, and Jake Flicker gets a piece. Oh, a pretty big piece of the wall. And Sean Angel got a piece himself. And then that's going to hit. Flicker is going to come back up. Flicker is going to be okay. Well, that car is heavily damaged, but I don't know. We're going to see how that works out. Well, we got to see if we get back to green, so let's settle things. So we're going to have to settle everything here and see if we're going back to the green. We're going to have a green-white checkered here at Nashville. Dylan Young has got to hold on for 2 more laps. He's got to hold off Jeffrey Finguy, who's very hungry for his first win. Third is Chris Rickenbaugh. 4th is Samuel Logo. 5th, Jake Williams. 6th, Mason Wood. 7th, Austin Ogo. 8th, Colin Bertel. 9th, Sam Young. 10th, John Cedeno. 11th, Richard Johnson. 12th, Jimmy Michaels. 13th, Noah Hart. 14th, Tyler Young. 15th, Curtis Rundas. And it's Sean Angel, Skylar Johnson, Gene Sanford, William Duncan, and Henry Sanford rounding out the top 20. Waiting for the pace truck to come in. The lights are off. Dylan Young looking for his second win in the Truck Series. Jeffrey Finguy wanting his first win in the INORL as a whole. This could really help him out if he wins this race. Green is back in the air. 2 laps to go for a green-white checkered. Rickenbaugh's got to try and work his way past Charles Sanford. Finguy's got to get a run to catch Dylan Young. Rickenbaugh's lost some ground. I think it's going to come down to the 2 and the 51. Finguy trying to find a way around. Coming off the turn number 4. Gonna come to the white flag. Finguy can't make a move. Oh, he's losing some ground. I think that may be it. He tried, but I don't think he's going to have enough. No, he won't. On the final corner, it is all good for Dylan Young to take his second career INORL UPS Truck Series victory. The Congratulations to Dylan Young. He is your winner of the Quaker State 300 at Nashville. Second, Jeffrey Finguy, so close, but you'll definitely take that fantastic run. Third, Chris Rickenbaugh. A much-needed 4th for Mason Wood. 5th, Jake Williams. 6th, Faustin Ogo. 7th, Samuel Logo after starting 41st. 8th, Colin Bartel. 9th, John Cedino. And 10th is Jimmy Michaels. Great race here at Nashville. But all good things must come to an end. But be sure to stick around for the Budweiser Retro Series. For the next race in the Budweiser Retro Series. Here comes the results and stage and watch a production of the INORL Racing Uncontained. See you next time.